back in the day, the PSP was really all we had for emulation handhelds. I remember being on the bus and everybody had a PSP that was either modded or not modded. The modded ones, everybody, not a single one was playing a PSP game on their PSP. They were playing something emulated from the GBA era, or they were playing something from the SNES. So I really think the PSP is where we all got started on this idea. And so when I was given these two PSPs, I have a PSP 1000 and a PSP 3000 that I was given. When I was given these, I had the idea of, hey, maybe we take these and restore them to their former glory, just for the sake of the good old days. And so that's what we're starting with here by cleaning them. They're both in pretty rough shape. The 1000, as you can see, was pretty dirty. We cleaned it up, but the front casing is pretty cracked, as you see here. It's cracked at basically every attachment point, every cutout for the buttons. So the front shell needs to be replaced. The other thing on the 1000 is the joystick has significant drift. So that'll be another thing we get to replace here. So that's really it on the 1000 that needs replaced. Like I said, it's pretty dirty, but we'll get it cleaned up as we kind of go with that. The PSP 3000. This one's a little more interesting. So the plastics on this guy are very permeated with grime or whatever, scratches, everything. It's pretty rough shape. I did replace the battery cover on this one. I have a replacement battery on the way. However, I do need to find a source for the left grip. It's pretty rough. So if you know anywhere, please let me know. The other thing, I might go ahead and replace the front shell just because it is pretty scuffed up. And it'd be nice to have a new one. The joystick on this one, I have not tested it because the UMD drive on this guy doesn't work. So we'll have to figure out how to replace that too. So once we do that, I might actually just go ahead and order the replacement stick, honestly. So that way it's already here just in case we need it. So go ahead and replace that while we're at it. But I think this will be a really interesting project. They both turn on, they both roughly function. It's just we need to figure out all the little kinks here and there. So if you are interested in seeing the progress on this, please let me know in the comments. Please give me a follow, a like. I would love to work on this with you guys. The other thing that we might end up doing, or I think we definitely will end up doing, once we get these guys fixed up, I think what we're going to do is actually mod them to where we can start doing some emulation like the good old days. Get them set up where we can play some SNES, maybe some GBA, have some fun with these guys. But yeah, it's going to be fun sourcing some parts. If you have any ideas on where I can get some parts, I would really appreciate it. I know I can get some of the hardware stuff from AliExpress, so that's probably where I'll go for that. But yeah, for that left grip, memory sticks, that's going to be interesting. I don't know if AliExpress has those things, but we'll try and figure it out. I'll shut up for a second so you can hear the wonderful sounds of this device. So yeah, that's that. Like I said, give me a like, give me a follow if you want to know more about the process or see how things go. And please give me some comments if you want to influence it. Thanks so much.